Welcome to the podcast, everyone. I am Hari, and I am thrilled to dive into today's topic.
And I am Kimmy. Today, we are exploring a monumental piece of television history. We are unpacking the charmed Season 3 finale, All Hell Breaks Loose.
That title is fitting for the chaotic events on screen and the infamous behind-the-scenes drama. This pivotal episode originally aired on May 17, 2001, and completely changed the series forever.
For context, Charmed follows the Halliwell sisters, Prue, Piper, and Phoebe. They're the most powerful good witches of all time, balancing normal lives in San Francisco while vanquishing evil demons.
This specific episode focuses on their absolute biggest nightmare, their secret getting exposed to the mortal public. The inciting incident is a total disaster. Prue and Piper are filmed battling Shax.
They were trying to protect an innocent man named Dr. Griffiths. Once that footage airs, thanks to reporter Alana Dominguez, things spiral out of control. Daryl Morris warns them their secret is out.
The manor is quickly swarmed by police, reporters, and protesters. It leads to a tragic climax where a Wiccan fanatic shoots Piper. With Leo unable to hear them, Prue rushes Piper to the hospital, where she dies.
To save her, they need to reverse time. Leo goes to the underworld to find Phoebe and her human demon boyfriend, Cole. They make a devastating deal with the source of all evil.
Cole asks the source for help because the existence of demons was also exposed. The source agrees to have Tempest reverse time, under the condition that Phoebe physically remain in the underworld, which some sources suggest meant joining the dark side.
Time resets to their initial encounter with Shax, but with Phoebe trapped in the underworld, Shax violently attacks Prue, Piper, and Dr. Griffiths, leaving all three of them for dead.
That is where the episode ends, a terrifying cliffhanger. Showrunner Brad Kern intentionally wrote the finale to end with their lives in jeopardy because the real-world situation with the cast was completely uncertain.
This brings us to the fascinating production side. Shannen Doherty, who played Prue, actually directed this episode. It was her third and final time directing, and she really leaned into her unique vision.
I love the aesthetic details she utilized. Doherty used a painting by Salvador Dali as inspiration for the episode's mood and color scheme. She kept the characters within a specific visual palette.
Dali's work even influenced the appearance of the Source, who makes his official debut here. Doherty also worked intimately with her co-stars to draw out intensely raw performances.
Brian Krause, who played Leo, admitted he usually struggled with dramatic scenes, but credited Doherty with helping him find that depth. Even Holly Marie Combs was pushed to her absolute limits.
Exactly. Doherty was not satisfied with the first take of Piper's hospital death scene. Combs was unsure if she could handle doing it again, but she agreed, and the second take met Doherty's standards.
The tragic irony is that Doherty was fired a week before this phenomenal episode aired. Initially, the production company released a polite statement about not holding her back from other opportunities.
But the truth was darker. Rumors immediately circulated about an ongoing conflict between Doherty and Alyssa Milano. In 2023, both Doherty and Combs explicitly confirmed the exit was due to that feud.
Milano allegedly gave producers a strict ultimatum. Either she or Doherty had to go. She even threatened to sue over a hostile work environment. The feud was partly fueled by Doherty being the highest-paid actress.
Kern mentioned that if Doherty had remained on the series, the cliffhanger would have been resolved quite differently in Season 4.
Instead, producers scrambled. At first, they planned to keep Prue alive and recast the role. They approached Tiffany Thiessen, which is ironic since she had previously replaced Doherty on Beverly Hills 90210.
Thiessen declined because she wanted to work on a sitcom. Then they offered the part to Jennifer Love Hewitt, who also turned it down. After those rejections, they decided to kill off Prue.
Despite all the off-screen turmoil, the episode drew in 5.26 million viewers, a solid bump from the previous week's episode, Look Who's Barking. It earned a rating share of 3.4/5, meaning 5% of all households watching TV were tuned in, making it the 82nd most watched program that week.
Critics frequently cite it as one of the best Charmed episodes. Writers from The Guardian and Gay Times called it the strongest episode, with one labeling it one of the greatest fantasy drama episodes ever.
Reviewers praised the dark exploration of magic getting exposed. Anthropologist Willem Diblecourt noted this theme mirrors classic works like Escape to Witch Mountain, Bewitched, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
The emotional impact of Prue's death resonated deeply. However, the cast has mixed feelings today. On a 2025 Rewatch podcast, Brian Krause and Drew Fuller criticized the time loop plot execution.
Though they commended Doherty's directing, noting everyone was on their A game. Holly Marie Combs, however, flat out refused to watch it. She gave it 0 stars, feeling it was an insult to fire Doherty afterward. In her own 2023 podcast, Doherty mentioned that if she knew she was leaving, she would have wanted a different death for Prue. She suggested Piper getting possessed and accidentally blowing Prue up, leaving Piper to deal with the intense emotional fallout throughout the 4th season.
That would have been incredibly dark, but a fascinating narrative twist. Ultimately, All Hell Breaks Loose stands as a defining moment, blending brilliant directing, high-stakes drama, and real-world controversy into one unforgettable hour of television.
It left a legacy fans still debate decades later. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you enjoyed exploring the magic and the madness behind the scenes.
Until next time, take care and stay magical.
This episode is based on the Wikipedia article All Hell Breaks Loose/Charmed, which is available under the Creative Commons Attribution Share-alike license. This podcast was crafted using artificial intelligence.